Assalamu alaikum, my little learners of grade 1. I'm your teacher Rabia. Today I'm going to read Unit 2, The Animal World, from your book, The Science Factor. Please keep the book in front of you and put your fingers on it while I'm reading it. Let's start it. Take out page number 12 and move to the next slide. Started Unit 2, The Animal World. There are many different types of animals in the world. They have different shapes, colors and sizes. Some live on land, some in water, and some spend most of their time in the air. Now let's discuss a little about it. As you know that you have different animals around you. They are all different in their shapes, colors and sizes. Some have brown color, some have black color, some have many other colors. Some are different in sizes, some are big, some are small, and even the shapes. Some are fat, some are tall. They are many. They all are different in their nature. And again, not only different in nature, but their habitat is different too. Some live on land, which the few there are few which are living on land. There are few which are living in the water, and there are few which are living in the air all the time. So the animals are different. All animals are different from each other. Now let's start. Animals on land. As you can see in the pictures, there are three animals. They have shown it over here. Let's discuss about them. Human and many other animals live on land. Tigers live on a land, dog live on a land, and horses live on land. And same like many other animals which are having four legs, they live on land, which can walk. Animals can walk, animals can hop, animals can run. Now move to the next page. Not the next slide, but the next page. That is page number 13. Your book page will be 13. Land animals have bodies that keep them to live on land. Okay, land animals are having bodies that help them to live on land. They are having proper bodies which helps them to live on land. Most land animals have legs to keep them move on land. Most majority, even in fact of all the animals, are having legs to move from one place to another, as you are also having legs to move from one place to another. Most land animals have hair or fur to keep them warm when it gets cold on land. Okay, why they are having so thick body texture, so furry or so hairy body? Because this hair keeps them warm when it's cold. Have you ever seen a cat or a dog wearing a sweater in the winters? Never. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala has made their body perfect in its nature that they can live easily on land, even whatever the weather conditions are. Now there is small activity over here. Draw a land animal which parts of its body help it to move on land. Drawing is fun. The slowest land animal. What do you think is the slowest land animal? A snail or a tortoise? I think snail is a slower, and there is another animal which is called sloth. It's also very slow in its nature. It also walk very slowly. All right, now these two pages are completed. You can move to the next slide now. Page number 14. Animals in water. Not all animals live on land, some live in water. Okay, now what they have said, that not every animal live on land. There are a few animals which live in water as well. Fish live in water. As you can see, a little aquarium over here, a little bowl in which there are two fish. So fish live in water, and octopuses live in water. Eels live in water. These are few animals. They are also called animals, but they are the water animals. Now move to the next page, page number 15. As you can see, there is a fish, and they have pointed two things on it. What are those? Number one is fin, and the number two is gill. Now we are going to read about what how their body parts help them to live in water. Water animals have bodies that help them to live in water. Many animals that live in water have fins to help them swim. Now, what fin help them? Fins help a fish to swim in the water. Many water animals have gills to help them breathe underwater. Now, why Allah Ta'ala has created small gills on a fish? Because with those gills, the fish breathe under the water. They also need to breathe like we need to breathe in the air. We live on land, the animals live on land, and we need to breathe in air. Same like the fish breathe with the help of its gill inside the water. Some water animals cannot breathe underwater. Now there are few animals as well which cannot breathe under the water. Why? What is the reason? Because they don't have gills on their bodies. That's why they cannot breathe under the water. They have to put their heads above the water to breathe. Now whenever they want to breathe, they just take out their head from the water. They take their head little out from the water and they breathe and they went inside again. Whales and dolphins cannot breathe under the water. That's why, have you ever seen on TV that whales and dolphins, they come out from the water and they jump in the air and then they went back in the water? What's the reason behind it? Because they came out to breathe. Because they don't have gills, dolphins don't have gills, and whales don't have gills. That's why they came out from the water just to breathe in air. Animals that live on land and in water. Some animals live some of the time on land and some of the time in water. Can you think of some animals? Do you know those animals which also live on land and which also live in water? I know one, that is tortoise. Now you are going to think what another animals which are living on the water and in the um, on the land as well. There are two tasks over here. Learning is fun. There is no need to do the task, but you can discuss these tasks with your mothers. I'm also going to discuss with you. Name the parts of the body that help a fish to swim and breathe. Okay, what are the body parts that help a fish to swim and breathe? Fins help them to swim and gills help them to breathe. Name two water animals that cannot breathe underwater. What are the two animals? Which were those two animals which cannot breathe under the water? Number one was whale and the other one was dolphin. So keep questioning, keep answering, and keep discussing these things to your parents at home. Now you can move to the next slide and also the next page, page number 16. Are you on page number 16? Please keep your fingers on the page. Now we are going to discuss about the animals which live in air. Some animals spend a lot of time in the air. Birds fly through the air. Many birds, you know the names of many birds which live in the air. As you can see as well in your daily life, you have some pet birds too. Bats fly through the air. Bats also live in the air. Butterflies fly through the air. There are many insects which also fly in the air. Now move to the next page, page number 17. Animals that spend time in the air have bodies that help them get up and stay up in the air. They have wings to help them take off, fly, and land. Now, this land means when they are going to land on the land, they want to come down on a tree, on a branch, or on the land to pick up their food. Their wings help them to take off, fly, and land. Now, what does it mean? The wings help them to fly in the air. They take off like a plane when it's on the ground. It used to take off in the air, then they fly in the air, then they land back on the land with the help of their wings. Some air animals like birds have feathers to help them glide through the air. Many majority of the birds are having feathers that help them to glide through the air. You can see when you go outside after my lecture, go outside and watch the sparrows and crows flying in the air and how they glide very beautifully in the air. Allah Ta'ala has created so many beautiful things around us. You should watch those things. You can see that they flutter their wings to fly, and then how beautifully with their wings they glide in the air. They have a beak to help them pick up grains and seed to eat. Every bird, majority of the birds are having beak with which they use to pick up the grains and seeds to eat. It's summer. It's going to be very hot here soon. So I would request every one of you who is listening me right now, please keep two bowls in your house somewhere outside, whether it can be your in your terrace, or you can hang them in your terrace or wherever. If you can also put them on your rooftops. Please put two bowls, one with grains and the other one will be of water, to keep them alive, because it's going to be in summers it's going to be very hot, and they cannot manage to drink water easily. So it's our duty to have them as well, and it's good for us. Allah Ta'ala has also Allah Ta'ala will bless us more, inshallah Ta'ala, if we take care of its nature, if we take care of its animals and birds. So be very gentle to the birds or animals around you. Don't harm them, don't hit them with anything. Be very careful about them. So I request you, everyone, please put a bowl, a small bowl, that can be a cup or any sort of thing which is not usable for you anymore. You can put them outside. One is with grains and the other one is water, so they can pick up the grains or seeds to eat from there. Now you can see the bird. A bird is over here. You can see there are, they pointed at the feathers with green. The green circle is of feathers. The pink circle is for wings, and the blue circle is having beak. You can see that the sparrow is having a small cherry in its beak. Feathers. Feathers do not only help birds to fly, they also keep birds warm and keep rain off them. Have you ever seen a bird hiding her feathers, hiding under her feathers when it's raining outside? Uh, Whenever it's rain, do watch that too. The feathers help them to, like they help, it help like an umbrella to them. It's like an umbrella for them. They hide under their feathers when it's raining outside, and they also, the feather also keep them warm. Now name four animals, air animals, and name the parts of an air animal's body that help it fly. Wings help them to fly, all right, and feathers help them to glide in the air. And name four air animals that you can discuss with your mamas or your brothers and sisters about the four animals which are in the air. Now move to the next page and next slide, page number 18, and next slide. All right. Now we are going to discuss that why animals move. What are the reasons behind it? Why Allah Ta'ala has created them to move around on land. Animals move to find food. Animals move to stop themselves becoming food. Now, as you can see in picture page 18, in this picture, there are two animals. The first one is deer and the other one is cheetah. Now, can you imagine what are they doing? Why they are running? Why they both are running? Why deer is running in front and why cheetah is chasing the deer? Because deer is the food of cheetah. Cheetah is going to eat deer, and cheetah wants to have its meal. The deer is its meal. So cheetah is running behind deer because cheetah wants to catch the deer and wants to eat it. Now why deer is moving? Why deer is running? Because she don't want to be its food. She don't want herself to die. She don't want to become the food of cheetah. That's why, for saving her own life, she is running. They both are running, but for the different purposes. One is running for the food and the other one is running not to become its food. Move to the next page, page number 19. Again, there are two animals in front of you. Slow animals cannot move quickly. There are a few slow animals, as I have told you earlier too. They cannot move very quickly. They cannot walk. They cannot run very fastly, or even they cannot walk too fastly. So they need something to keep them safe. Now, what are the things which make them safe to become prey, to become the food of other animals? Number one is a small animal in front of you, is that is called porcupine. Porcupine has sharp needles to stop other animals getting too close. Now what does a porcupine do? Whenever it feels danger, or whenever any animal came to eat it. What does a porcupine does? It has very sharp needles all over its body. Not one or two, but whole of its body is covered with very small needles according to its size. And what does it do? It throws the needle on its whenever any other animal is going to catch it. It throws the needles from its body with fear automatically comes out. The other animal, that is the other is snail. The snail has a hard shell to hide in. What have you ever visited? Definitely you all have visited Murray. You have seen so many snails over there in spring season, and they used to hide under their hard shell to keep them safe from any other animal to eat it. Cheetah can run faster than a car. Now the fastest land animal is cheetah. As you can see in the previous picture too, it was running behind the deer to eat it, and it's the fastest animal on the land. All right, your reading has been done. Alhamdulillah. Your reading has done. The chapter is finished. Please do listen my reading again and again. And I'm going to give you some other tasks to complete. So do complete those tasks carefully, and do the reading on your daily basis. Listen to my reading, and you can also do the reading, or if you want you can record a reading for me, and then you can upload it in the Google Classroom. Thank you so very much for your time. Thank you so much for coming and listening to me. I wish you all to be safe at your place, to be safe and sound, to be healthy. May Allah Ta'ala bless all of us, and may Allah Ta'ala keep us safe from this deadly virus which is around us. Happy learning. Inshallah Ta'ala, see you very soon. Alhamdulillah, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.